Okie dokie, today I'm going to show you guys how to stick this on. This is a backsplash. I'm going to show you guys, well, you don't have to use it for a backsplash. You can use it for anything, but I'm going to show you guys how to go ahead and stick it right here. I'm using it for a backsplash, so come on in. Here it is. You can see on one edge, there's some ribs right here and some ribs right here, okay? And then over here on this edge, there's no ribs, and over here on this edge, there's no ribs, okay? Well, that's because if you take another piece, okay, and you can't put the two rib pieces together. Let me lay this out here. You have to put the side with ribs against the side with, I'm knocking over everything. You have to put over the side with ribs against the side without ribs, like this. And it goes underneath, so they slide. It's hard to do like this with one hand, but you can see. Like that. Okay, they slide over each other. Just like that. That's all you're doing. The slide with ribs against the side without ribs. You don't put the ribs together because then there'd be two ribs and the pattern would be off. Hopefully I'm making sense. Anyway, so pick a rib, pick a side, and I'm gonna put my corner in right here and get that going, and then I'll put the second piece on. And how are we sticking it down? I'm sticking it with this right here, and I'm using liquid nail. Now that that is done, I've actually scraped off all the stuff at the top, all the liquid nail there at the top. And now over here, you can see, I'm gonna be doing this over here, and I removed the trim, not removed it, but I pulled it away from the cabinet, and I pulled the trim out here, and I've measured out my plugs and my switches, and I've got everything cut with scissors and the box blade, okay? There's that little piece right there. This one I had to cut out that, and I'm gonna be putting them right there. So let's get to pasting. I'm gonna set you guys down. Okay, now that this first piece is on here, you need to get all the excess off. You need to get all the extra glue off of there, or get your pieces cut right away before that dries. But all we're gonna do is take a pair of scissors and make sure we cut the right edge. So for me, we're gonna have a piece right here. I'm not gonna do one at the top. I'm only gonna do one right here, and I'm gonna put a piece of wood trim at the top or something. Maybe even case that out right there so I can put better light in right here. But anyway, so I'm gonna put a piece right here, and I would be, in my situation, we don't wanna put the two ribs together, so I would turn this around right here to this side and put that edge right there. So I'm gonna need a measure from this corner over and measure that. So if that's 5 inches, I'd measure from this edge over 5 inches, and then cut it with a pair of scissors, and I'll be able to put it in right there. I used a level to get this level, so this should be perfect. And then I'll be putting a piece of corner around here and a corner around here, depending on what it looks like, but maybe not. We'll see.